Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Edge of Eternities Draft here on the channel. Our rare is relatively useless unless you're doing some crazy ramp shenanigans, because a 5-mana play that taps for 3 mana is just not the most useful, and getting to 20 plus and getting even more mana is not particularly useful either. After that, though, the uncommons are pretty solid. Tractor Beam is one of my favorite blue uncommons. You can take your opponent's stuff. A lot of things have decent static abilities or stuff like that, or you can maybe find a way to untap it. There is also Dubious Delicacy, which I think will be my selection here. I love this card. It helps you trigger Void. You can sometimes pick it up for extra value, get it back from your graveyard, things like that. Then there's Memorial Team Leader, which is totally solid, but nothing crazy. And in the commons, I think Orbital Plunge takes the cake. Just really good removal spell that gets you a lander. So I think that would be my second pick out of this pack, even over Tractor Beam. So we've started off with a Dubious Delicacy, and immediate follow-up, we could maybe get a Zoo Ifrit Osteoharmonist. Really reasonable card, especially because I already took a black card to start with. It's not crazy, but being able to make a 2/2 every turn is still a really solid deal, and you can often manage to do that. Other than that, there is Monoist Sentry, a card that actually plays decently with the Zoo Ifrit, because if you get it back, it doesn't have the Defender text. There is Orbital Plunge at common. I think this is the best common in the pack still. Virus Beetle is like a fine card, especially because I already have a black card, but Orbital Plunge I think is better. And then Cav Landseeker is also close, I think, with Orbital Plunge. I think Orbital Plunge is better, kill spell that gets you a lander better than a 4/3 Menace that gets you a lander. But we'll just stick to black, take the Zoo Ifrit. This card's totally solid. It's nothing crazy, but as far as 3-drops go, it just does good work. So pretty good start to the draft. And now pick 3. We see another Halia. So there was one last pack. The thing about this card is I think it's solid. Green-white, not my favorite archetype. It just feels a little bit finicky sometimes. The problem is that you don't really want to take these multicolored cards early, because then if it's even only one of those colors is open, you end up in a bit of a jam, a bit of a pickle, you could say. In this pack, there's not a great black card. I don't love Scrounge for Eternity. I feel like I cut it almost every time I'm playing black. It just feels like there's not great stuff I'm getting back. It's hard to fill the graveyard. The Gigastorm Titan isn't a card I've really played. It seems a little bit finicky. Sammy's Curiosity's fine, maybe. I guess maybe we can just take the Halia in case green-white's open. None of these cards really speak to me. But, if green-white does happen to be open, we'll be pretty fine with this. And now we'll just take a Plasma Bolt. Love this card. Super strong. Really efficient removal spell. I did almost consider taking one of the blue cards out of that last pack or the Sammy's card, but I think Plasma Bolt is an easy pickup here. Great removal spell. There is a little bit of white in the pack. Radiant Strike is okay. Emergency Eject is okay. But overall, a relatively weak pack. Paragi Beckoner, not my favorite card either, but Plasma Bolt totally solid. And now there is a Cav Landseeker, so we could take this and move towards red-black, which is one of the best archetypes, if not the best archetype in the set, in my early opinion. Or there's Diplomatic Relations in green. Don't think that's as good as the Landseeker. And then there's also Beamsaw Prospector, which I've been pretty happy playing. Gets you a 2-drop. There's also Elfariel for blue-black, which is totally solid. Let's see. Which would we rather have? Let's just take the Beamsaw, get ourselves an early drop. I think Cav is fine, but also the fact that we're much heavier black at this point is also a consideration, especially because blue-black might end up being a better lane for us. And now there's another Beamsaw. There is also a Pinnacle Killship, and there is also a Sunstar Lightsmith. I think both of those cards are also good. Pinnacle Killship is the sort of card you want one copy of, and you don't always need it. More 2-drops is always nice. I do think Intrepid Tenderfoot's also solid. Beamsaw, Sunstar. Let's just take the Beamsaw, stick to our guns here. Keep getting solid cards for our curve. And I do like seeing a Caesarian Voidborn. That's a good one. Gets you a little bit of life gain. Also part of a 4-card infinite combo, which we probably won't be able to assemble at this point, but might as well take it here. Reasonable 3-drop. We have already got some artifacts we can sacrifice with the Beamsaw Prospectors and stuff. And now pick 8. I think we'll just take Scour for scrap. It's really good with Dubious Delicacy. Blue-black could be open. We did see that blue-black Elfarial. And I don't think we'll ever miss a Grav Pack mono with. It's the exact sort of card that just you end up with cards like that in your pile sometimes. Okay, Decode Transmissions or Memorial Team Leader. Let's just take the Decode. Reasonable card advantage. And then a Cav Landseeker still in the pack is crazy to me. Super late. There's also a couple blue cards, but they're not crazy. This card's surprisingly playable, but Cav Landseeker, totally nice. And then I guess we'll take the Ilvoy Light Jammer. Just leave open red or blue as options. And maybe, I guess, even green. We don't really want to ever play the Squire, but Thawbringer's not great either. Ooh, last pick, Melded Moxite. Maybe red is open. Okay, this card is really cool. I don't know how we'll be able to make it work. Non-token artifact enters. Create a munitions token. When it leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. So if we were able to make some artifacts, like if we played like a Dubious Delicacy, or just played like a Melded Moxite, we could start making munitions that we can then sacrifice to other things. Here, I want to take Voidforged Titan, though. I really like this card. Play a kill spell, trigger the Voidforged Titan. It can just take over the game on its own. There's also Bombard. But I do like the Titan. I've been pretty impressed by it. And now there is Hymn of the Faller, another card that's nice. I do think Comet Crawler is really good with the Munitions card, if you can get those tokens, because you sack those artifacts, deal 2 damage, buff up the Crawler. This card's also pretty sweet, Dawnstrike Vanguard. Let's just take Hymn of the Faller, though, get ourselves a nice, cheap card advantage engine. It's like a much better version of Decode Transmissions, pretty much, because you just get it for a full mana less and a Surveil. Sure, you don't do the damage to the opponent all the time, but Hymn of the Faller is a card I really do like. Okay. Well, this card's insane, so maybe we just dip back into green for our hero, the Ouroboros. Just get insane amounts of value from this thing. You get to put counter on everything you control, and then it just does twice as many counters the next turn, and the game ends pretty much the following turn. Green wasn't very open pack 1, but if we can scrounge together enough green cards to make a deck, I mean, there's nothing else really for us in this pack. Like, the other good cards are also green. Huh. Warplate Pangolin. There's a Lash Whip Predator. I think red was open. We got the late Cav Landseeker. We got a last pick Moxite. This isn't really splashable, though. Let's just take Lash Whip here. Some of our red cards are splashable, potentially. Nutrient Block. A card that I've been relatively impressed by. Just you sacrifice it to stuff. It comes down really easily. Gains you some life sometimes. Definitely a nice little tool in your tool belt. I haven't loved Blade of the Swarm. I've often cut it from my decks, but I usually like having a Nutrient Block. Some good blue cards coming around. Definitely some nice blue cards. Has to target a blocking creature. It's not just if it's not your turn. Interesting. Yeah, let's just take... This is the best card in the pack. I guess we'll just take this. At least I think it's the best card in the pack. Now we can just take an Ice Cave Crasher. I think we do want to play the Ouroboros. It's just a matter of how many good red cards will we have to give up. Like, Slag Drill Scrapper is pretty good. Let's just see if we can get this green stuff working. Late Elfarial. Classic. We're just getting our green stuff going. And this card is fantastic, so I don't mind going for it. We're just giving up a Plasma Bolt and a Landseeker and the potential of good cards in pack 3. Also, some big green creatures go well with the Zoo Ifrit. We did wield the weapons manufacturing, which is cool, and I kind of want to try to make that work. But I think we've kind of gone down the path of green at this point. Because, like, we could have taken the Slag Drill Scrapper and stuff to go with it. Last pick Desculpting Blast is crazy. Okay. Here, I think we steady the ship. We're not going to go with weapons manufacturing. I think this is just our time to get our green-black deck going. We have enough green. These big green creatures do play really well with the Zoo Ifrit as well. So that is a nice plus. Pull through the weft might wheel. Tenderfoot's good. Don't like Dark Endurance. Voidborn's not the greatest in this deck. I think we just take a Dubious Delicacy, though. If we were going for a red direction, the Interceptor Mechan would be good. And now we get a Tenderfoot. I think Tenderfoot's better than Blooming Stinger, though that's probably close, honestly. Death Touch is a messed up ability. Like, I started off having this card better. I think if you have a lot of landers, this card can take over the game. But Death Touch is always good. So let's just take the Death Toucher here. Keep our deck a little bit more easygoing. We have plenty to do with our mana. Another Dubious Delicacy. We are in a very delicious world here. Or maybe a dubiously delicious world. It might not be delicious at all. We'll have to see. There's also a giant crasher and stuff. Okay, Hymn of the Faller. Again, we're just playing a very consistent deck, looks like. We don't have really great removal spells for big things. Like, we don't have a way to kill a giant creature, but we can kill most small things and then have some big creatures of our own. I like the Galactic Wayfarer. Yeah, we don't have any answers for giant things. We have a few 2-drops. Beautiful. Getting another 2-drop is great for us. This land is just a nice flexible land. Normally I would want to take this, but we are a little bit light on playables compared to where I'd like to be, and getting another 2-drop is good for us here. And I guess Rescue Skiff could be okay. On a splash? I don't think we want to splash any of these cards, though. Command Bridge. Wow. Lots of late red cards. I guess we could take Graveblade Heavy. We have some artifacts. It's a pretty horrific card, in my opinion. I don't love it. Now there's Intrepid Tenderfoot. Or Pull Through the Weft. We don't really have any self-mill. Let's just get Pull Through the Weft, though. Get ourselves some inevitability. We have 4 2-drops. We should be fine. The classic. Maybe we just take a torpedo. 6 mana kill anything. We don't have any spacecraft, but getting an answer that can kill anything could be good for this deck. We might not want the Voidborn. We might just want to, or maybe we don't want Decode Transmissions. Beautiful. I love getting another 4/4 Trampler. That's going to make my deck a little bit better. Can definitely cut the Graveblade Heavy at this point, hopefully. That's my least favorite card I have. I think I will play a Dark Endurance. Dark Endurancing up your Crasher seems pretty decent. Maybe we want both Dark Endurances. Be a little bit more beatdown. Thawbringer time. Meltstrider's Gear. +2/+1 in reach for 1 mana, and then a 5 to re-equip is crazy. We do have a little bit of stuff that cares about getting stuff to the graveyard, but I don't think we're a nutrient block deck. We don't have the sacrifice synergies. And then maybe we just play 1 Dark Endurance, and we don't play the Decode Transmissions because we have just more creature-focused 15 creatures. Maybe we want 2 Dark Endurances. Maybe we'd rather play that than Pull Through the Weft. The pull seems fine. The Torpedo's really not great. Let's just play up Dark Endurance over that and see how it feels. That'll be the deck, and I'll see you in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people supporting my channel and my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. if you have been enjoying my videos and you want to support my draft guides, my videos, my sheets, all the stuff I make, and my mission to make draft more accessible for everyone, then Patreon is the way to do so, while gaining access to some cool bonus content like my card-by-card tier list and format dots document. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a huge difference, so thank you so much to each and every one of you. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. We will keep this hand. We have our Ouroboros, though not a lot of early creatures to go with it right now. This is kind of the reason we're playing green instead of red. Halia, okay, so they gain life. I'm not impressed, opponent. I will defeat you. Luckily, Halia is right in the range of all my removal spells. -3/-3 does take that down. On the other note, we do not have an early play, which is unfortunate. I guess diplomatic relations might have worked out for us. We didn't see any of the... Yeah, okay. That's good for them. For sure, we are in trouble. We're going to get some looting going. Halia, nice, nice. That is a huge, tremendous draw right there, getting our guy out. Getting a lander. The Lash Whip Predator could also be really good if they play another creature here. Or we could just jam Ouroboros. Sure. Wow, it's been sacrificed. So, Ouroboros it shall be, I think. If they don't have a kill spell immediately, we get to be fine. And then our 4/4 can block this thing anyway. I mean, they usually have a kill spell, but sometimes they don't. Maybe they have a Cryo Shatter or something. Okay, they're double spelling here. Yep, the Banishing Light. Definitely annoying. We will get rid of the Halia. Then we'll play our 4/4. We should still be in good shape. Unfortunately, the kill spell is not something we can deal with pull through the weft. Yep, they always have the focus fire, I've noticed. But this will make it so that our Lash Whip Predator stops them. I guess we should have blocked the Operative if I assumed they had the... Let's just be mana efficient, because if we draw a land, we can play this and this next turn. Or this plus crack this. Mana efficiency does matter. Beautiful. Oh, that's great. Let's take down their Ilvoy. Maybe they're trying to plan something here. And then we'll sack this to get a land. This card's not great in our deck, because we don't have the way to get land cards back, because we don't really mill ourselves. We should probably cut it as a result. It's very inefficient for just getting back 2 creatures. All Fates, Stalker, sure. Okay, that is a good card. Okay, we will get another swamp. Kind of unfortunate how this went. I guess this is fine, though. I think killing that is the first move. Playing this is the second move. They can tap down both of my guys and get me really low, but then I have these life gain coming in. Oh no, I'm just dead. No, I'll go to 1. I go to 1. Save our life total a little bit. We can gain some life with this. And then we can bring it back and kill the chaplain. Gain 3 life. So we have to draw a land here. Even then, I think we're dead. Oh, they're tapping out. Actually, we're no longer dead, depending on how they surveil, of course. So they keep 1 on top. That's not great. So we did not draw the land. Truly unfortunate. Oh my gosh, this has been a struggle. Emergency eject, okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, bummer. We needed to draw that land to get back full through the way. I have to kill their 3-2. Their 3-2 is so good. I think I had to kill something else at the time. Gosh, somehow I got stuck on lands. But yeah, I killed the All Fate Stalker. Maybe I should have killed the Sunstar Chaplain. Because that thing just made it impossible for me to do anything. And the Sunstar wasn't going to be able to attack. Punted maybe. I mean, it was going to be a tough game to win regardless. But I think I got greedy getting back my 5-5. When in reality, killing the Sunstar was way better. Yeah. Gosh. Gained some life, but yeah. If I'd killed Sunstar, I think I'd win that game. It's a shame they had the Banishing Light when they did. You're kind of supposed to win the games where you drop the Ouroboros on turn 4. I mean, you're not supposed to, but like you're usually those are the games where you're in the best shape. But yeah, I messed it up, so I'm not going to say I deserved to lose, but it was certainly not the most perfect of outcomes. Okay, I'll keep that on top. Okay, bounce back time. That's a good card, but we're just going to play the Ouroboros. I don't think we want to trade right now. Trading is bad because Ouroboros will just make any of our creatures way bigger if it doesn't die immediately. They have to have Bombard or Banishing Light here. Or Orbital Plunge. Yep. Okay, kill Dual Suns. Attack. Ouroboros has not been as formidable as I hoped. It just dies instantly. Guess that's what happens when you just jam on turn 4, but I think you're supposed to. Nice. They do not get this the power. They had a bombard as well. They had all the answers. Okay. We'll keep that on top. Play Zoifit and Blooming Stinger. I like this line because I'm going to be able to now get back a 4-2 with Zoifit if they don't kill it immediately. They've already used 2 kill spells. How many kill spells do we really think they have overall? I guess unlimited. There is no limit to the number of kill spells they have. Though maybe if they don't kill Zoifit, then we can just jam Void Forge next turn. Zoifit definitely plays better in this color combo than others. I'm happy to make trades to keep my life total high. Now that Ouroboros is gone. Another Orbital Plunge. You hate to see it. We're just jamming, though. I mean, at this point, they've used 2 Orbital Plunges and a Bombard. Most decks have, like, 5 pieces of removal tops, so they're probably at the point where they have no more removal. And if they do, then we're still fine. We've still got our Galactic Wayfarer to get us in land, but... Okay, yep. That guy's not doing anything crazy here. Oh my gosh, they always have it. Oh my goodness. Unfortunate. Boom, 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 boom. So we have 369 damage right now. We're definitely not making this trade. We need to get 2 hits in with the Galactic Wayfarer to win this game. Certainly a no-block situation. When you have a lot of removal, you want to keep your creatures because they're relatively more important. Okay. They are out of gas, and we have 1 of our hits guaranteed. Let's attack. Give him the option of blocking. Play our land, pass. Let's just, in response, kill their Sunstar Expansionist. We don't want to take too much damage here. So this kind of tells me they don't have like a 7-drop in the deck. Like they don't have a Nebula Dragon or whatever. Man, our delicacies. They're getting delicate. Sure. We really don't care about this at all. We can just wait. We win the game here. I think. Never mind, we do not win the game. Because this thing would have made a 1-1 if we killed it. I should have killed this with this on the stack. That was bad. But then this would have gotten a counter. Oh my gosh. So now they know that they can't take any more hits. I've got them to 1, so if I draw one of my combat tricks, I win. We will make them lose 3 life. Okay, I can put them to 1. That doesn't do anything, though. Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. Wow, they're going for it. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, man, we're going to lose. This is brutal. This is not a good time to draw 5 lands. Keep in mind, they didn't draw 9 lands naturally. They had the 2 orbital plunges get them extra lands out. So, yeah, that is a relevant distinction in terms of who's drawn more lands. We've probably drawn roughly the same number. Okay, that's really bad for me. Okay. I might have spun the wheel on the mech and like used its ability. Definitely going to use one of these to make them lose 3. I still have my 2 Dark Endurances. I've got some card draw I can use. Keeping this one in case I draw my card draw spell. There we go. Get the job done. That is why you play to your outs. Boom. Boom. Got the win. Okay, okay. Do we even want pull from the weft in this deck? I don't think so. There's not enough self-mill to support that card. Not getting back any lands with it is kind of rough. That was a lucky win. Got there on the last possible draw. Okay, we want more creatures, I think. Pull through the weft is gone. Is Decode Transmissions in? Is Graveblade heavy in? Probably a 4-mana 4/4 Death Toucher most of the time. We have enough artifacts. Let's just run it and see how it feels. We can always cut it later. But yeah. 1-1. Battling for sure. Two times we played Ouroboros on turn 4 and we've almost lost both games, so you hate to see that. But lesson learned, maybe. Maybe you're not supposed to pivot your whole draft around an Ouroboros. We'll keep this. Turn 2 Hymn of the Faller is not the best. We would like to save it. The Voidborn is good for draining them out too. That was definitely a card. Ooh, perfect draw. It's definitely a card I should consider in the future as an out there. Because if we use that... Oh my gosh, Exalted. That's pretty good. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+1. Huh. Okay, they don't do anything. We will just play our Voidborn. We were hoping to play Hymn of the Faller there, which is maybe even not the best line anyway. This Thawbringer's hit me for 5 a turn, though. That's not great. Oh, nice card. This one's good. That is a good one. Cathedral of War. Drix Fatemaker is a yikes for me. I'm taking even more damage. Oh, are they just... If they're... Oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie. This does seem like an egregious play. Though, yeah. I cannot fathom not hitting me for 5 there. Okay, we are definitely playing this guy. We are trying to deal damage before you draw infinite cards with your Susur Secundi. But this does require a big mana. It's like 3 mana and 2 life. It's no joke. Yeah, that is very... Like, I mean, they can kill my guy and be kind of stable, but it's not as easy as it's cracked out to be here. Vote out, sure. Like, the lower their life total is, the harder it gets to use this. Yeah, now they're attacking me for 6, which they could have done before. Interesting. Let's go with Delicacy on your Sentry, honestly. Then we can sack this to make them lose 3. They'll go to 6. This will make them go to 5. And then they can't even really use this anyway. I know I could have killed the Thawbringer. They probably put the counter on itself. I'm gonna wait on using this so I can draw extra cards with this, I think. Do not need another forest, that's for sure. This is actually perfect for me because then I get to drain them exactly down to 3 here. And I go up to 17, so I should be safe. So Saurian Voidborn is great in my deck. My goodness. Okay, Gene Pollinator is not going to do it. Yep. No blocks. Get rid of the Fate Maker. Man, these delicacies have just been burning them out. It's been pretty good. Maybe we should be playing the Into the Weft just to get more delicacies going. Nice little victory for sure. We are 2-1. I like it. I like it a lot. I think the 4/4 is fine. This is more of a burn card as well. Probably better than Pull Through the Weft. Do we have any stuff that's been bad? Let's cut a Dark Endurance for a Decode Transmissions. Try it like that. Because, like, sacrificing our thing, make them lose 3, make them lose 2 more, it does add up. Like, the more burn you have or direct damage you have, the more direct damage gets better. Yep, this looks great to me. The delicacies will be dubious. They will be indeed dubious. 2-drop? Oh, beautiful. Just what the doctor ordered. The Beamsaw Prospector. We're prospecting. Okay, that will be eaten by a dubious delicacy. Molta dubious. Very dubious indeed. I will get rid of this with dubious. And attack. Because it's unlikely I'll be able to block this turn, I think. Next turn I can either go Dark Endurance plus Dubious Delicacy or just play the Crasher. I don't really like using this on blocks if I can help it, though. Okay. That will be something we kill immediately, though. So I guess we are on this line of holding up our beam saw for blocks. And it's kind of okay, because they're going to probably try to cast an artifact pre-combat to pump up the pangolin anyway. Okay. Kill the one that can be a growing threat. Beautiful. Titan. We're not jumping anyway, so might as well attack. And my life total is relatively high here. If they can't attack, we can use this aggressively, but if not, we can just use it defensively to gain some life. They only have 2 cards left. That's pretty good for us. And we're going to start drawing extra cards with the Titan. Men on the right hand. Oh, no. Okay, that doesn't do much here. So we're going to gain 3 life. Trigger the Void Forge Titan. Play him with a Faller. We don't need that card. Next turn, we draw a card and lose a life. I wish I'd drawn these in the opposite order. That's okay, though. Wonder how many artifacts they have. Okay, we will chump here. Try to save our life total a little bit. Okay, draw a card, play land. Hit them down to 9, 11. Shucks. Maybe we should have waited to jump, but then they just buff up the Momenon. Okay, so we use this to gain 3. We could warp this in and sack this thing. But I think we'd rather just play this guy out normally. Because it'll gain us a lot of life here. And then this gets endless chump blockers for us. Haste, okay, okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, they give that thing. Well, that's a weird play. 3, 6, 9. I think we win now, right? Yeah, we win. They go to 10. We have more than enough damage for lethal here. I guess they could have a blocker or something. If they have a blocker, we don't win, but yeah. Got the job done, Caesarian Voidborn. You'll love to see it. Our deck is kind of a little bit, maybe a tad dicey, but we're getting the job done. We're 3 wins now. Pretty good. I mean, 3-1 is no slouch of a record. We could add in a nutrient block. But I think we're okay for now. We don't really need it just yet. Though it would kind of give us another 2-drop, and it works well with the Voidborn, and it works decently with the Titan. We just don't have that many payoffs for it. There's a lot better decks for the Nutrient Block. I've been pretty fine playing it a lot of the time. It also plays well with Hymn of the Faller. We'll keep this. We're definitely light on resources this game, so we aren't going to want to use the Hymn just yet. We have drawn Beamsaw Prospector on the perfect turn several times at this point, which is always a good feeling. Definitely a good feeling. Melded Moxite, sure. Counter on the Pangolin. Wow, they're ditching a Plasma Bolt. They must really need lands. So we are going to Delicacy up this Pangolin. We could play Ouroboros. I think we're going to play Ice Cave Crasher first, though, because that way if they don't kill this, then we can get more counters on our stuff. Charge. Ice Cave Crasher. Like, you don't discard Plasma Bolt if you don't have other removal in your hand. It's just not something you would do. Melded Moxite seems like a reasonable card to me. Play this. So at this point, they're definitely killing my creature, right? I want to get at least one counter out of the deal. Okay, that seems okay to me, honestly. They might have the card that like makes you sacrifice a non-token creature for 5 mana. I just don't know what's in their hand, really. It's kind of a mystery to me. Okay, get the Sky Stinger down. They could also have a kill spell, I guess. I mean, the fact they didn't kill the Ice Cave Crasher is kind of wild to me. They have Depressurize. Well, that would have killed Ouroboros. I'm glad I didn't play it. Sure, do this. Now we will play Ouroboros, because if they do kill it, then if they don't kill it, we win. I mean, if they don't kill the Ice Cave Crasher, we win. So we can put them to 2, and then we kill them with this. This is a lot of damage. The End Stone. Oh, I see. That's cute. That is cutesy, but you're super dead. Oh, I could have done that again. Yeah. Boom, boom. Hit him for a bajillion. Nice. Beating the End Stone's a good feeling, even though they didn't do that much leading up to it. The Ice Cave Crasher has impressed me. I think that card's just good. Like, I think you should just play that card most of the time. Like, the Grav played heavy guy, he dies to Depressurize, which is a very commonly played card, and if your guy dies to Grav to that, then you're probably not the best shape. Maybe I want Nutrient Block over Gravblade Heavy, and then I cut a land or something. I want, like, Nutrient Block, this, cut Gravblade, cut this. My deck is pretty reasonable. Yeah, let's try it like this. Even though we've been winning, we can still make tweaks. I really just never want to draw a Gravblade Heavy. And the Nutrient Block seems okay. And my curve is fairly low. Like, my only card that costs more than 4 is Lash Whip Predator, and that can even cost 4. And then the Void Forged Titan, which is a great card, but plays well with the Nutrient Block. And Nutrient Block's almost like another 2-drop in some cases. Okay, I guess we also added a Dark Endurance. So we have 5 damage of burn, so we don't need to do that much extra work here. Easy keep. Beamsaw is one of my favorite pet cards right now. And yeah, at this point, I'm glad to have a nutrient block over a land as soon as you get to 4 mana. Okay, sure. Beamsaw. Beamsaw does get embarrassed by Zookeeper. Zookeeper does dunk on Beamsaw. You have been dunked on, Beamsaw. Oh, that must die right now. It's kind of nice that Dubious Delicacy kills everything we care about. They're also missing land drops. Okay, okay. Cov Landseeker, sure. Pretty good for them. Let's just play the Zoo if it. We could have gotten in a Dark Endurance hit. Not the end of the world, though. Debris Field Crusher. Yikes. If only Dark Endurance worked on defense the way we wanted it to. They are missing out on their lander token value, so that's good. Okay. We will have them lose the 3 life. And then have them lose 2 more. Maybe a mistake. We could have gained some life ourselves. The Landseeker's definitely hitting us for a lot. Like we could have been at 19, they could have been at 14. Oh. Well, that did very little. Interesting. Why does it always want to wreck me on these blocks? I think we're going to lose this game. They're going to Orbital Bombardment my guy and get another Landseeker, and I just end the game's over. Yeah, Orbital Plunge. Gosh. Here, if we draw another copy of... That's not going to do it. That certainly won't do it. Yeah, okay. That game did not go our way. The Debris Field Crusher was really annoying. The Zookeeper Mechan was really annoying. There was some stuff we could have drawn that would have given us the possibilities. Like, we drawn a second copy of -3/-3 to kill the Landseeker on that one turn after they just, like, went shields down. Voidforge Titan was the worst possible draw because we couldn't even protect our guy. And even if we'd drawn something that we could have used Dark Endurance on, they would have been able to get the value from it. Dark Endurance is just not a good card. I don't really like having to include it in my deck. It won me that one game. If it had been a better card, we might have been able to win that game. So, I do think Decode Transmissions is a nice addition, though. We've got them at 15, kind of. Gene Pollinator, sure. I do not like you, Dark Endurance. You are not good. Sure. A turn late, unfortunately, Beamsaw. It's okay, we can play Beamsaw plus sack this lander next turn. Drix, Fate Maker, okay. No blocks. They can get 2 mana. Okay. A little bit worrisome. Okay, we will play this. And then pass back. Don't love the dock worker drone here. Okay. Okay. Sure. They're missing land drops, which is good for me. I don't want them putting 2 counters on something, that's for sure. Okay, get another swamp here. Delicacy, the Thawbringer, or maybe the Pollinator. Let's just use it on this guy. They get another Surveil. They already left it on top, though, so it's probably a land already. Attack for 5. Or 3. And then use the Dark Endurance on blocks. Yeah, that seems okay. Using Dark Endurance to block a Gene Pollinator, potentially. Oh, this just gets worse and worse. I should have done this earlier, maybe. I'm at 10. They have a giant Drix Fate Maker or giant Gene Pollinator. Either one's bad for me. So now I have 3, 6, 8 damage. Oh, gosh. I could double block this guy and then Dubious Delicacy this guy. Or I could go for the more greedy, block this guy and shrink it, and then I don't lose anything. Dockworker Drone is good in this deck. All Fates Scroll, sure. Oh, that's huge for me. That's a game changer. That is a game changer. Okay, kill the Thawbringer. They get another Surveil. And then we put them to 13, then we do 8 to them. Make them lose some life. Zoifit is okay here. Make them lose the life. They're going to have to play this worm next turn. We go to a very low life total, but not an unwinnable life total. Oh, baby. The Caesarian Voidborn actually will win us the game once more. As it is wont to do. Germinating Worm. Oh, they have another one? Oh, that's really bad. That is bad. Okay, okay, so they're at 7 now. That is a tad dicey for us. Okay, they have 1 card in hand. We attack with both. They block here. They take 2, go to 5. They go to 4 from this thing. So not quite good enough. We'll play this. We'll play this. Zoifit is definitely going to be nice here. But this is going to get back a 5/4. This is going to draw them some cards. Play the Voidborn. Go to combat, attack for 5. Because then we can get back to 5/7 immediately. Sure, kill the 5/4/5. They go to 8. Get back to 5/7. Play a beam saw. Pass. It is a little bit dicey, but okay, I think they're dead on board now. Right? Well, now they're certainly dead. But were they dead before? They can block 1, 2, 3. So they block 1, 2, 3, and they take that, go to 1, this thing dies, so they... Yeah, now they're certainly dead, though. Okay. Having this instead of a land wins me the game with the Voidborn. Let's go. Oh, now they're mega dead. Boom! They were dead anyway, though. They block this, they block this, they block this. They have to block the Voidborn, I guess. So they block those 3. They were dead anyway. Nice win, the Nutrient block. I guess they were probably dead regardless. But yeah, let's go. Huge win. I think we played that well also. 5-2. Don't mind if I do. This has been a green-black burn deck, which is kind of cool the way it's played out. The Saurian Voidborn has been awesome. Just an incredible find. Perfect tool for my arsenal here. The dubious delicacies have been clutching up. Okay, perfect hand. We've got the Nutrient block. Actually, this hand is quite mediocre. Quite bad, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have even kept it. Okay, beautiful. We hit our second color. We will sacrifice this. Yeah, let's sack it now. Okay, huge. Perfect, perfect. This thing plus Dark Endurance will be a reasonable defensive tool. Hate seeing 2 Dark Endurances in the hand. Definitely not a card I'm happy to have 2 of in the deck. One of my worst cards for sure. Ooh, there we go. Sky Stinger. Another one of my weak cards. I'm just going to warp this to gain some life. Tangible asset. I could have used Hymn of the Faller there, but I think we're going to be fine. We don't need to cast this for a little bit. We've got Dark Endurance. We're just going to keep attacking them. Just swing, attack, Dark Endurance, Dark attack, attack. Oh, they're stationing. Interesting. So we hit them down to 12, 10, 8, then, We'll let them station again if they want. Yup, that is the perfect card to kill with our Dubious Delicacy. They can't quite get the station going either. They get a Plains. I guess we could have killed this with its ability on the stack. That probably would have been worth doing. Because then it couldn't have stationed. Okay. Attack them for 7. Okay, so they go to 3. So they're dead to the Delicacy if they don't gain life this turn. It says first strike, not lifelink. Perfect. I knew that, don't worry. Okay, they get rid of my beam saw, sure. How are they going to gain life? Boom! They are not. The Dark Endurance burn plan green-black burn. We're fighting now for the trophy. Let's get it done. We're headed to the final round. The deck has performed great. We have the Zoo if it is one of our rares, and we have the Ouroboros, which honestly has just died over and over every time, but still lots of nice little burn elements here. And I think we've made good tweaks to the deck. The Nutrient Block was a good tweak. Cutting the pull through the weft was a good tweak. The extra Dark Endurance, not the greatest, but better than a land would have been for sure. Okay, dicey hand here. We will keep it, though. Actually, no, we can't keep this. We can't cast our black spells. This hand is also horrifically bad. This hand is better. Let's just ditch. This and a delicacy. Obviously not my favorite outcome here. But we'll just play it like it is. Sad to have to mold a 5 in the final round. That's just never what you like to see. We'll keep the forest. Real shame. Though if blue-green can't kill an Ouroboros, we will win the game with it, so that's kind of a reassuring thing. We at least have some outs. It's just not great. You never like to see it going like this. They're cracking their lander. If they go get red mana, we're probably just doomed. Yeah. Lots of the time, they're going to splash red for removal in this deck. There are some archetypes where they wouldn't have kill spells and we could just win with Ouroboros. Yeah, this is bad. We're still in the camp of just like hope they don't have a kill spell for Ouroboros. Because it can still snowball the game. I forgot we had 2 Hymn of the Fallers. Is Ouroboros dead? No, it's not. Let's try to find a creature. Not the answer we needed, unfortunately. A little bit of life gain does help, but... Yep, we can scoop it up. Unfortunate the way that went down. Mold of 5 sucks in the final round. But we had our share of good fortune along the way. Of course I didn't have fun, Arena. They always ask it at the worst possible time. When you're mid-outro and you've just lost to milling to 5 in the worst possible way. That's why mulliganing is bad. But 6 and 3, not the end of the world. The deck was totally solid. Really got some good work done. And I had a lot of fun with it, I guess. I mean, we didn't draw Nutrient Block in the same hands as the not having lands, so I don't think it was a huge issue on that front. But yeah, having 2 of this does also make Nutrient Block better for those mid-game scenarios. But yeah, totally reasonable deck. Got the job done. If you made it to the end of the video, leave hashtag burn to let me know you made it to the end, because this was a sweet green-black kind of burn deck at the end of the day. That's going to do it for this one, though. A unique archetype, a fun archetype, and definitely something you can try yourself. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.